Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The give to the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Inside the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football. Run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy too is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab. Nothing but green ahead. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. They're trying to get to him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shakes off the tackle. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on second down. Trying to get the corner. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
LSU 7, Texas A&M 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Snap it to the back. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On the ground, it's Payne. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's hard probably for the fans, well, listen, for me too, to justify you haven't ran the football very well. Not a lot of success. 3rd and short, and you run the football again. So I think you got to find something that's going to work. Maybe get the quarterback out of the pocket, him running the football, or he can run or pass. But the run game just itself, it's been pretty stuffed so far by his defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Touchdown, LSU! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Eagles will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dropping back, it's Collins. Scrambling away. It's complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Running to the left. Running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I think...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he left him grabbing. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pocket starts to collapse. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked him down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Collins. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
LSU 28, Texas A&M 7.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Purple and Gold's got this running game going right now. You don't want to get overzealous here, but this is a type of talent that could do what Leonard Fournette almost did when he nearly got to 2,000 yards in the season.
And I love when commentators say, I don't want to get over myself and get overzealous and get too excited. He's having a day. Get excited. This dude's a beast.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down. After the
3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Using his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Quick pass on the jet motion. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the returner will be knocked down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded.
Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down.
Hey, Cam! Here we go! Double right! Check! Under! Check!
They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get front.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together.
He's taking the shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Got the first down and still on his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get it.
That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on... Now it's third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here's the handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
49, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get
The offense set for a first down play.
Come on, set.
Looking for a man. It's Adkins. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to get it to the edge. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting the...
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Adkins. Feeling, oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
On to punt it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw, it's Adkins. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dances away. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They think there's room to run to the right here. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Oh, it's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Throwing right, and they can't make the connection.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Freedom.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab outside. It's Green.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Adkins. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Number 87.
Getting set for the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience.